Hey everybody, Alexa right here, and I am here with Trent Kusters, director on Armello, and we are going to play.
We are. We're going to play some warring animal cute games.
I love it. So, Armello is a strategy game.
Yes, it is. It's a digital board game, really.
Ooh.
That's so you can see the king here and all of his clans around him. He's dying of the rot, this dark force, and so as one of the heroes of Armello, we have got to save the king, essentially.
Oh my gosh, look at that bear. Can I see the bear?
Yeah, we can. We can see the bear.
Can we use the bear?
Yes, we can play as a bear. So these are the heroes. So you play as a hero from Armello. And when I say save the king, I really mean save the kingdom, because the king, he's finished either way. So you choose one of these heroes and you move into the world of Armello. You quest out from your clan grounds and you're trying to claim the throne before all the other heroes on the board, so 4 players. So we can choose any one of these heroes. I'm gonna show off Barnaby today because this is one of our new heroes. We've been in early access for a while, but we've got 4 new heroes. So we have Bruin, River, Barnaby, and Zosha. So we'll show off Barnaby from the Rabbit Clan.
He's so cute.
Yeah, he's a good one, that's for sure.
He's so cute.
All right. So yeah, we choose our hero, then we choose a ring, and a ring is dependent on the clan that you're with. So we'll choose our emerald ring, and then you get to choose a hero amulet, and these are sort of like your loadout.
Oh, okay.
So we'll choose Wits because Wits is going to give us an extra card in the game.
Oh, I love that so much.
Yeah. So we're ready to roll. So yeah, 4 heroes questing out to basically save Armello from this king who's dying of this dark force called the Rot. I get a little poem here.
Poor Armello.
Yeah, I know. It's quite a somber tale. But it was once a lovely kingdom, and I'm sure everything will be fine by the end of the game.
I hope so. This game's been in development for a while.
Yeah, almost 5 years now. So we started out of hours, just working on it, when we didn't have when we weren't on our day jobs, but then we got real after Kickstarter about 2 years ago, and we've been working on it full time since. So the first thing you do in Armello is you choose a quest. And you can choose whether we want a treasure or we want to get a follower to our party or a spirit stone, and they test different stats and things like this. This is sort of the backbone of our game. But we'll just pick one now. Barnaby's a little bit, we've got some good wits, but we might try and get a follower. So we'll go with this one here, and this will give us the Spy Master if we pass this quest.
Oh, that's a pretty animation.
Yeah, so all the cards, we have over 100 cards in the game. They're all fully animated. We actually have over 120 cards in the game. So, and we have some of these darker cards as well, where you yourself can gain the rot, the same illness that the king has, which is sort of like our dark side of the force.
Oh no.
But yeah, we have spell cards, trickery cards, which are like your Game of Thrones style political plays. And then, so these guys, for example, you can send them into a peril. Yeah, it's, and then of course we have items, so like consumable items like potions and things that you can equip to your inventory and stuff like that. So really evoking those tabletop role-playing, that nostalgia that we have for those really cool things. So yeah, this is our quest over here. This is sort of like the backbone of what we're doing, but this is the goal here. This is the king. He's dying of the rot. We can see he's got 1 rot at the moment over there, and he'll gain a rot every night and lose health every dawn. And so, his palace is protected by 4 horrific perils, basically, which are like the hardest dice tests in the game. So if you get through the perils and you can face the king, then you can take him out. There's a few ways to win, but we'll get into that in a second.
Ooh.
So it's a hex-based game, like many other sort of board games out there. We lean on a bunch of stuff from board games and card games, but this is all designed from scratch. There's not many games out there like Armello.
Who's that over there?
This is a Kingsguard. So these guys, they actually move from settlement to settlement, basically protecting the land of Armello and keeping the peace. So if a Bane, which we'll see in a while, spawns like these dark NPCs that we have within the world, creatures of the rot, then they'll hunt them down. And also if we step out of line as a hero, then we can get a bounty on our head. The king can put a bounty on our head, and the Kingsguard, well, like right now, his Brun's attacking him. So the Kingsguard will take them down.
Oh, look at that bear.
So he's one of our new heroes as well, and he's a real wrecking ball. His hero power is that whenever he casts a spell, he gets a bonus to his fight. And so that's that big smash that you saw just then.
He's a good bear. Solid bear.
Solid bear.
10-10 bear.
So this is another one of our new heroes as well, Zosha, and this is one of our original ones, Mercurio. So there'll be 8 heroes in the game. all happening. So it's a turn-based game, but I can also do things while this is all happening. So I could play these cards, I could, cruise around the map, or I could even like look at what's, going on people's hero shelves and get a feel for the strategy of what the other players are going for.
Oh no, poor king.
So full day-night cycle. So here we are, there's the king doing his thing. Okay, so when I was talking before about the ways to win, this is one of the ways. So these spirit stones can spawn around the world, or you can find them in dungeons. That's a Bane. It's going to attack a Bruin now. Yeah. Those spirit stones, if you collect 4 of those, you can actually try and cleanse the king. You kill him in the process, but you save the land of Armello from the rot.
Oh no!
I know.
I don't think I like that.
Yeah, I know. It's not really... it's a bittersweet ending, however, whichever way it goes. So each tile has different, effects as well. So right now you can see we're sort of semi-transparent. That's because on forests at night, you're stealth. So this is one of the things, being a digital board game that we can really lean into. So Zosha, the rat, her hero power is that she's stealth at night. So she's around here somewhere, but we just can't see her. Yeah, which is kind of terrifying as well, because she kicks a bit of ass. But then, if you walk onto the swamp, it'll deal you a damage. If we go on here, it'll heal us if we need it. And we can actually explore by going onto a dungeon, and, we might have a chance of finding a treasure or a party member or awakening a Bane that we saw before. So I'll keep moving over here to this settlement of mine.
So why decide to do a game like this with animals?
That's a really good question. And there's a few reasons. Like, one thing, animals cross a lot of cultural boundaries. So, when, there's a lot of discussions at the moment about representation in games, and that's something that's super important to us. And, one of the ways to ensure that a lot of people are included is include something universal like animals. And then also, even just from a narrative perspective too, like, it's really easy if we have like the rat clan, you can imagine they're going to be the sneaky ones. The bear clan can be the big sort of slower, pacifists, and the wolf clan are our fighters. We can lean into a lot of sort of conventions there that have been around from hundreds of years of fables and animals being anthropomorphized and everything.
I like it.
And also it's just super cute too.
It is super cute. It reminds me of Redwall a little bit.
Well, it's funny that you say that because Blake Mitzi, who's one of my business partners at League of Geeks and also a key creative on the game, he was a major fan of Redwall growing up. Like, read all the books and everything, and so it was his core idea to do the animal thing. When we got together and we were like, let's do a digital board game, to make an adventure board game where you quest out across the land and everything like that, and carve stories with your friends. He was like, we've got to do the animal thing. We've got to do like a Redwall inspired thing. So that was the first inspiration. So what just happened there is it's day now, and so the player with the highest prestige, which is a resource that you get from doing heroic deeds and stuff, can actually advise the king on what today's new King's Declaration will be, which is like a global rule change that affects the board. So just then, he chose to siphon 2 magic from all heroes, and if we don't have it, then we would lose a prestige. And so that happens every game, and they're different, every dawn, I should say, and they're different every single game. But we also have so this inventory here as well. So you can see like the rat, Zosha, has equipped a couple of items here, and then of course, as I'll show you, I'll go into this. So I'm about to face a peril. So this flag here means that that's like a dice challenge that we've got to encounter and overcome. So I'm actually going to play Expendables to it.
Goodbye.
I know. Sorry, guys. Play Expendables to it to bring its difficulty down. And now I'm going to go in there and see if I can give it a shot.
Oh my gosh, this animation's so cute.
Yeah, he's great. He's fantastic.
Oh my gosh.
So I can now as well. I've got to match symbols here, so that's what we're trying to do. So in the right-hand corner of the cards, you can see that we have those symbols there. So if I burn cards, I can just match those symbols if I have the cards with the symbols. Otherwise, I roll dice in those challenges.
Okay.
So we have dice rolling cards and everything, heaps of stuff from tabletop games really bring about that vibe. So this is a quest. This is the backbone of the game. So this is where we really zoom in on the hero's personal journey. And this happens in multiplayer as well. Like if we were playing online multiplayer, we've designed this system so that it's fast. You can sort of just get through it. And people who just want to sort of power game can just go, okay, well, I want to get the follower. I just want the stat. And and it's out of the way, but it gives a player the chance to have a sort of single-player role-playing experience whilst being in a multiplayer game. It's really cool. So right now, the settlement of Lion's Pride is deathly quiet. You can see members of the Kingsguard forcing helpless villagers into irons. So we can fight the Kingsguard and free the prisoners, or we can negotiate the prisoners' release. So but both of these options will get a bonus to our fight stat and a prestige, but if we do this one, we might get this Spy Master card. She might join our party.
Let's do it.
So
Give it a try.
Let's try this one.
Let's try. Oh boy.
Yeah, so we don't have a great chance, but we've done
Yay!
it. Yay! So the guards are not prepared for real resistance and they rout in the face of your onslaught. Our prisoner joins your cause as thanks. So now we get the Spy Master. Yay.
She's cute.
Yeah, and we've got enough to recruit her. So this is the party system. So basically we can now recruit this follower and they join our party and give us, follower cards are basically, there are follower and treasure cards and they're the most sought after cards in the game. And they have these really powerful abilities, like for example, reveal all heroes' quests. So now if we look at the board, we'll be able to see where the other heroes' quests are, which will give us a major strategic advantage over them.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So when you say multiplayer, is this local or online or?
No, local's coming later.
Okay.
Yeah, so that was one of the major requested features that we had during our time in early access, but it just wasn't possible. It was something we never sort of planned for, and the design doesn't really permit for it. So we're hoping to do that in an update or an expansion, but we have full online multiplayer and everything.
Ooh.
So this is combat. So
Here we go.
Again, we've kept the dice rolling so we can burn cards again to guarantee dice results like I was doing before. And then of course we use the touchpad on the PS4 to roll your dice.
That's so cool.
And so it contributes to like attack or defense.
Your goodness.
Yeah. You sort of tensed up there. You were like,
I got
this is so, yeah. So those beautiful combat animations and everything in there. It's really just trying to, I don't know, just evoke, oh, he's coming back for more.
Oh boy, look at this
We've
bear.
annoyed him somehow. He's very territorial.
Very intense bear.
Intense bears was a key feature that we wanted, like right from the start.
Now
it was up on a
featuring
whiteboard and everything for
Intense
months.
bears.
Intense bears.
Look at that earring. I mean, he's got the earring going on.
He means business. All right, yeah, we've managed to keep him back.
Go Barnaby.
Yeah, Barnaby's a bit of a little tank. Like he doesn't really seem it, but he's got a bit of muscle in him.
A little tank.
Yeah. So we can as well, so now, like I was saying, it's our off turn. Because we've completed our quest, oh no, she's killed our follower.
Wait a minute, why'd she do that?
So she just played a card onto us. This is Armello. It's a brutal game.
Why did she do that? No.
So we can have these guys as well. You see this little frog fisherman over in the corner come to us from time to time and basically bring up a quest, be like, hey, I've got this new quest for you in the land of Armello, and so we can choose a new quest whenever they bring us rumors around the place. So it might be like a little pup saying like, hey, hero.
Oh boy.
Yeah. So the land is getting progressively darker, sort of as the king is falling into his illness. We get to draw our cards every turn. So a shield, it's good, we can equip that. One of these, so Incite Revolt. So this is those sort of Game of Thrones political style plays that I was talking about. And the more settlements we own, the cheaper these cards become because you have these networked settlements. People can help you out with favors.
Nice.
And then of course we have spells. And again, like all 120 cards, fully animated and everything.
These cards are gorgeous.
Yeah, we worked with a number of artists from around the world, so like illustrators and things like that. And some, for example, like this artist here, only graduated from university like maybe 2 or 3 years ago or something like that. Like incredibly talented when, working alongside and sort of pushed to, reach the limits of someone like Adam Duncan, who did this card, has been an illustrator for 15, years or something like that.
This is so cool.
Yeah.
Redwall meets Game of Thrones.
Yeah, Redwall meets, we like to say Game of Thrones meets Kung Fu Panda. That's how we take it.
But the Kung Fu Panda is like really light and kind of funny, and this is really heavy.
Well, the heaviness is the Game of Thrones, but we've got the lighter edges, like Barney. He's a bit of a Barnaby. Sorry, he's a bit of a crack up, and then there's a bunch of funny cards and stuff like that as well.
Yeah.
So yeah. But you can take you can just walk in there when you feel you're powerful enough. You can just walk in there, kick the door down, and take on the king. Or you can win via prestige. So if the king dies of his illness eventually, and you have the highest prestige, you'll win. Or if you walk in there with the 4 spirit stones, you know you can cleanse him and save the land.
Oh my god. Like, mutual destruction.
Yeah. Armello's is a pretty deadly place.
I love that the sun and the moon has the rabbit face and the sun has the lion face on it. So cute.
It's good, isn't it?
Oh boy.
So yeah, another King's decoration, so fugitives unleashed all around Armello.
That's so sad.
I know. But yeah, we're coming out on PC, Mac, and Linux. So September 1st, and also PS4, of course.
Yeah, PS4 coming out on the 1st as well?
Yeah, all on the 1st.
Awesome. Well, thank you for showing us Armello.
You're welcome.
You guys heard it here, September 1st. Grab it. Awesome. Thank you.